Fuck it, let's just start. Episode 1, Road to 100K a month as an online fitness coach. I will call this the Fitness Hustler's Journal. I'm an online fitness coach, I'm an IB pro, and my goal is to make 100K a month. I want to document this in real time, live, my decisions, what I'm struggling with, what I'm going through, raw and unfiltered. Yes, I'm still in my Christmas pajamas. Yeah. And well, this is what it's about, right? This is what it's about. It's the 1st of January 2026. I'm 29 years old right now. And the only reason I'm doing this is because last year was a tough year. It was a very hard year. And I've had a lot of challenges, a lot of trials, a lot of tribulations. I feel like a lot of things that I wanted to achieve, I didn't. I made a lot of mistakes. I learned a lot of lessons. My highest month, just to go straight into it, January 2025, as an online fitness coach, I've earned $58,000, 1,000 euros. Sorry, I work in euros because I'm selling primarily to the Romanian market, which in dollars is $68,000, right? So 58,000 euros, $68,000. That was my max. Now I didn't get there since that point, right? It went down, and I've had a 48,000 month, and I've had a 42,000. Again, euros, right? So let's say November 2025 was 42. That was $49,000. But I been wanting that 100K for a very long time. And I think the reason I've been wanting it is that, well, first things first, I have a lot of goals to reach. I'm a dad, I'm a husband. Yes, professional bodybuilder, I'm very proud of that. But most coaches, most fitness coaches, most bodybuilders are broke as hell. And I was one of them. Up until 2021, all I did, peak. Hated my life. I had 11 jobs in the UK. I'm Romanian. I come from a poor background. Growing up in a village, didn't really have, I can say I had enough for, like, I didn't know any better anyways, but I'm not going to go too much into those kind of details. It's not that kind of story here. This is real time, real life documentation. This is the kind of moment that, hey, I'm committed to this, and I'm not going to stop until this happens. And I want to take you on a journey. I'm going to take you on a journey with me. Raw, unfiltered, unscripted. I'm actually drinking some rum. It's a spice rum, Kraken, with Coke. Yes, and I don't care. All these guys trying to drink whiskeys, even if they hate the taste, and drink a cigar. Drink a cigar? What? Smoke a cigar, and have their whiskeys, pretend like they're some kind of macho man. Like, nah, I'm not about that. Like, you're just gonna see me, real, raw, unscripted, unfiltered, and I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing to reach 100K, because I genuinely think, and I believe that I'm very close to it. Okay, although financially I need to double. Like, yes, I 68. At 68, I was really close, but I'm still 32K less, right? 2025 was a hard year. Was a hard year. Like, I tried so many things, and so many things didn't work, man. Like, it's just ridiculous. I've spent thousands of hours here, thousands. Just endless nights, being up until 5 a.m. Some nights I wouldn't even sleep. I'd be here. I'd have seizures in my mouth, my eyes would just like I'd just be so tired. And I'd go from one day to the next, to the next. I remember one time I did 3 days in a row without sleeping, just because I was so obsessed with this. And I committed myself to, my lifestyle isn't really cheap. and that's because of where I live. I don't even know what to call this. It could be a mansion. I don't know. Honestly, it's a big house. It's a very big house. It's luxurious. Should I have done it? Well, I don't know. I did it anyways. Last year. Um, Not last year. 2024. Um, my income was going up. I was getting really excited. I saw myself making quite a lot of money in a short space of time, and I decided that what, I'm fed up of living in small places and living small. I wanna live big. I had a mentor at the time, Lados, and this guy was, he came from a hostel, and he was driving a Bugatti, and he was my mentor for a few months. And I remember we were on calls, right, and I debated that with him, and I said, hey, I'm thinking of doing this. This is gonna cost a lot, and it's really gonna push me. And he just said, go for it. He said, go for it, because if you don't, you're gonna limit yourself, and you're gonna limit your mindset. You're thinking big. Now there were months where I was like, this is a lot of money. My living expenses are very high here, right? Um, this was 5K a month rent. Dropped it down to 3.8. And that's in British pounds. And anyone that's lived in the UK, everything else added on top of that. It gets pricey. Nevertheless, it didn't allow me to accept a lower level. And I guess the reason I'm doing this is that I've been toying around with this for quite a while. I want to achieve this goal. I promised myself that I would hit 100K. I promised myself that I would not stop until I achieved this goal. So, every month you start at zero. As an online coach, every month you start at zero, and then you have to rely on your recurring, whatever you got going, and high ticket sales, right? We're talking about high ticket fitness. But then again, it's Romania, right? We're talking of a price point somewhere around. It varies depending on the service that we're delivering. But primarily 1K, 1.2K, 2K, 3K in some cases, depending on the package and what someone wants. But that's very high ticket for Romania, right? Anyways, I've got quite a big personal brand there. It's been going really well. 2024 was all about creating content. I've gone viral many times. I've learned to monetize that. That's how I made the first, 10K a month, 15K, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. Never made 60. But now I want to make 100, and I want to take you guys on this journey with me, because that is where I'm at. That's what I'm building. 1st of January, I managed to collect 600 euros, and the goal is to do 100K in a month. So let's see. I've got quite a few things that I'm dealing with right now, decisions that I want to make. My system is very heavily based on advertising, paid ads, meta ads, funnels, sales teams, the whole lot. Anyone that knows high ticket coaching, this is it. Real, raw, and unscripted. So let's see what we do with it. My goal is to also stay accountable to myself and to everyone else, and to just see where it takes me. Too many people have ideas and never really act on them. I had this idea about an hour ago. I have the YouTube channel already done, started, and this is the first video. I'm posting it, done. This is about starting, it's about completion, it's about seeing something through, and in front of everyone. Like, you're gonna hold me accountable, because you're not watching this and you're gonna think, well, is he actually gonna do it? Well, let's just see, right? You don't know if you try unless you try. So I know I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna give up. I know what needs doing, right? I know what needs doing. So now it's a case of just implementing this, right? And that's why this is public. That's why this is public, because it's like, how do you work when people are watching? What do you do when everyone's watching? Who are you when everyone's watching? See, too many people hide behind their screens, and they show only what they want you to see, right? That's why I'm here making a statement in my Christmas pajamas and drinking rum as a fitness coach. And yes, I've got my sunnies, because why not, right? Be who you want to be. Say what you're going to say, do what you're going to say, or not. but don't be an in-betweener, right? So this is about that. This is about my identity and who I am and what I think about myself, and I don't care what you think. That's why I'm here doing this. Like, I don't care what you think, but my goal is, what do I think, right? And proving to myself that I can get to this goal. And I'm gonna let you watch it. I'm gonna let you watch it because it's gonna hold me accountable. And there's no better time than now, right? 1st of January. I know a lot of people start New Year resolutions, but you see a lot of things start, and they after the 5th episode, they're like done, right? But I'm gonna take you on this journey. I'm gonna take you on this journey, and see. I made a lot of mistakes. I fucked up a lot in 25. Fucked up a lot, man. Wow. But I learned a lot of lessons, so I know what not to do this year, right? I pissed off a lot of people. I disappointed a lot of people. I disappointed myself a lot of times. But it is what it is. Who doesn't? Like, who doesn't? Nobody's perfect. You think that Elon Musk doesn't wipe his ass the same way you do? Everyone does. We're all human. We make mistakes, and this is what this is about. You're gonna see what I'm dealing with, what I'm struggling with, how I'm gonna make this work, and hey, I guarantee you, one way or another, we're gonna hit 100K. You know, and I'm gonna do that by just selling fitness coaching in the Romanian market. Okay, I haven't launched globally yet. Once I do that and I validate it, I will then go global. I will go international. But this is just about documenting that journey, right? So, hey, let's see. We're gonna crush this. Stay on this journey with me. This is episode number 1. Every single day, I will record something. I will post it. Bang, go. 1st of January, 2026. Episode 1. Journey keeps going. I'm already on this journey anyways. Like, it's not like I'm not gonna do it. I promised myself that I will do it. I'm just taking you on the journey with me. All right, that's the whole point. Whole point. So you can see, because things will go wrong. Things will go wrong. Undoubtedly. Everything, like, things will go wrong. Everyone has fuck ups. Although nobody plans to fuck up. That's what Kevin Hart said. Nobody plans to fuck up. You don't just wake up and say, oh, I'm gonna fuck up today. No. Obviously you don't. Right? But at the same time, you're gonna do your best. You're gonna do your best. And that's the best you can do. Right? So this is a journal. Okay? This is a journal. I will take you on this journey with me. I will show you what I do, my decisions. I believe that to other people, I'm already living the dream life. On average, doing about 35, 40K a month. That's the average. But I want to push a limit. I want to go over 100K and then just keep going. Just keep going. But 100K is the goal. And this series is about that. So yeah. Fucking keep following. And I'm gonna swear if I want to swear. I'm gonna be polite. I'm gonna have days where I'm gonna, maybe be dressed very differently, and it really doesn't matter. The whole point is that it doesn't matter, and the whole point is for me to do something without needing validation. And this is a big one in my life. Like, I promised myself that I will not seek validation from anyone anymore. This is something that I feel has held me back, needing to hire mentors because I didn't think I was good enough on my own. Holding on to some people in my life that I shouldn't have for too long, that I feel have dragged me down, and certain situations where I don't feel I've allowed myself to be myself. And this is about that. Raw, unfiltered, with a goal, with a target to make 100K in 1 month, and then keep doing that consistently. So let's see. Let's attack it. See you tomorrow.